and I think we're live. We're fucking live. Hello, bonjour, dickheads. Oh, it's great to see your faces. I can't see your faces, but it doesn't mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it is day 35 of lockdown here in Paris. We've got 21 more days to go of this, and welcome to episode 1 of Paul Taylor's Happy Hour Live. Happy hour? I'm not fucking happy. I'm angry. I'm always fucking angry. Oh, yes, we are here, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Welcome, welcome to episode 1 of Paul Taylor's Happy Hour Live. It's either episode 1 or it's episode 22. It depends who you are, really. This is a kind of a thing I've been doing for the past couple of weeks on YouTube, some live stuff on YouTube. It was called Franglais Live at 5, parce qu'on parlait un peu français, on parlait un peu anglais, and it was at 5 p.m. French time. It turns out 5 p.m. is too early for a lot of people, and so I tried it at 7. 7 was too late for people. Also, it was too late for me in terms of my family life lockdown situation in Paris. So we went for 6 p.m. 6 p.m. in Paris. It is 6 p.m. right now in Paris, so that's what we're doing. I called it Paul Taylor's Happy Hour, also because I'd like to keep doing this after the lockdown is finished in France, because it finishes on the 11th of May in 21 days. But I'm still at home because I don't have a job. I do stand-up. That's my main job as a comedian, and the theatres are not opening, so I still want to do this after after the lockdown. But 6 p.m. is about the right time. Well, it doesn't matter. That's what the situation is, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the show, welcome. Hello. Already people complaining about the fact that it's cutting. It's buffering, so much buffering. Fucking internet connection, as usual, is shit in this house. Let me quit that page here and see what's going on. Oh, ça bug, Marshall says ça bug. All right, hi, it's bugging, good. That's the whole charm of this show, is that it bugs all the time. Crappy connection, yes. Internet de merde, correct. The feed has stalled. Fucking refresh, people. I don't know what to say. I don't care. I'm going to carry on. Internet de colis de merde. Anyway, we've rebranded the show to Paul Taylor's Happy Hour. That's the important thing. If you're new, then welcome to the show. The concept is very simple. It's happy hour. I drink a beer while I interact with you guys live on the internet, on fucking YouTube. You chat to me, you ask me your questions, you send me your favorite expressions in French and English, your favorite jokes, and we just have a laugh, basically, for about an hour. So let's talk about the beer. Today's beer is called Origin, and it's a golden ale by the hour. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if this is any better than it was, and we'll see if we can carry this shit on. Anyway, by the way, there is a drinking game on this show. If you ever hear my daughter screaming in the background, and it interrupts me, you have to drink up. So, cheers. Right, apparently, it's better. Well, that is good. The show is better. Right, what else have we got? What questions do we have, people? Let me have a look. If you're refreshing, right, Dimitri Mavromichalis is back. He says it's much better. Okay, we're good. All right, a bunch of people have had to go. Fuck them. See you later. We'll see you at the on the replay. Right. What do we have? Right. Send me your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Ollie P says, watched your friend's documentary on international comedy on Netflix. It was really interesting. Awesome. My friend Yassine Bellous has got a documentary series on international comedy on Netflix, and I'm in it. It's called Voulez-vous rire avec moi ce soir? The play on words, would you like to laugh with me tonight? Is very cool. All right. Fucking, it's lagging again. What the fuck is wrong with the internet? I'm so sorry, guys. We're just going to have to pull. The show isn't working for right now. However, let me first of all, yes, check it out. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. The super chats have been coming in since the beginning of the show. Let me see if I can find them all. Just to thank you for contributing to the channel. It's really appreciated. I do this all for free. I put in my time, effort, sweat, and tears into this channel, and so the only way that I get contributions is from you guys. So thank you, Ryan the Burger, as well. Who had your first dream in French, and because of the show, it was in Québécois. You had your first, you had your first dream in French, and it was in Québécois. Oh, Ryan the Burger. I apologize for the Québécois dream that you had because of me. But thank you for the super chat. Also, Lucille B, thanks for all your work. Bon courage à toi et ta famille. Thank you very much. Who else was on here? We had Guttenkirst. Hi, Paul. Last week, my friend Jade asked you to wish me a happy birthday. Well, her birthday was yesterday. Can you please wish her a happy birthday in Chicago? Guttenkirst. Hey, Jade, happy birthday. Happy fucking birthday. Thanks for being on the show. Maybe you can cut that bit out if you can find it properly back on the replay. Right. What else have we got in terms of questions? We've got Audra Bez. You pronounced my name correctly. Audra Bez. Well, it seems pretty easy to pronounce. I don't know. I mean, it's good. Cool. I like it. Good stuff. What else do we have? Questions from you guys. Salut Paul. Quel humoriste britannique nous recommanderais-tu? It's a great question. A comedian, a British comedian. Oh, who can I recommend to you that will be funny? I would say a good. Yeah, that's a good shout. My wife is. Yeah, that's a great shout. I was going to say someone else, but now my wife has suggested a better option, which is a guy called Romesh Ranganathan. Romesh Ranganathan. Let me see if I can bring up his YouTube page. If he's got a YouTube page, I'm not sure that he does. Let me just share this screen with you. That's here he is, Romesh Ranganathan. He's from Sri Lanka, but he's British. Very funny. He's an old maths teacher, and he's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. So go and check him out. He's a British comedian. Thanks for the questions. What else do we have in terms of questions? Lauriane, moi, mes super chats, ils sont toujours ignorés. C'est fou ça. Lauriane, I did see your super chat. It came before we started the live. So I can't put it up on the screen, unfortunately, because anything that happens before I go live, I can't see what's going on. But thank you for your contribution, obviously, and you're also on this show all the time. So thanks for always being with me and with us live. Let me go back into YouTube now. Into like my behind the scenes little thing, and I'll find out exactly where your super chat was, because on the software that I'm using, it's a little bit more difficult to see them. How's the internet connection? Is it going a bit better now, or what? What's happening with the internet connection, people? Loads of other suggestions in terms of comedians. We've got Greg Davies, who's very funny as well. What else have we got? Carl Pilkington. Yeah, he's not a comedian, but he's very funny as well. Al Murray. Frank Roberts. Yes, Al Murray is a very good comedian. There you go. Those are a bunch of different people for you. Steve Taylor. My dad is on. Hey, what's up, Dad? Have I dyed my hair? No, I haven't dyed my hair. What? Because does it look less ginger than it normally does? No, I haven't dyed my hair. I haven't cut it either. Look at the state of this. Fucking 20, what, how many? 35 days in lockdown. Say hi to my dad, people. Yeah. Baby's saying hi. Wife is saying hi. Right, it seems like the internet's working. We're back up and running. Don't know what happened. It's probably because it's 6 p.m. and everyone's on the internet as well. Let's have a look. Right, let me go back to Lauriane. Lauriane, thank you for the €5. And le show m'a manqué ce week-end. J'ai l'impression qu'on s'est pas vu depuis 6 mois. Yeah, it's been a long weekend. Been trying to figure out and making sure that the show is as good as it can be, minus the the internet connection issues. Man, we put so much effort into it this weekend. All right, drink up, shall I? Fucking hell. Me and my mate Rolly from Quebec and a bunch of other people, 2 other people from Quebec who we'll talk about in a couple of minutes, have contributed to the new look of the show, the new intro, the new jingles. By the way, tell me what you think. Are you enjoying the new jingles? I hope so. People are saying hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Tyler Hass says hi, Paul's dad. Opos, hi, Dad. Lols, the cat mum. Are we going to get Steve on FaceTime soon? We might do. I might give him a FaceTime at some point randomly during the live. What else have we got? Somebody just says hi, Louise. Cheers. Thanks very much. Hi, Louise. People are saying hi. She doesn't care. She's outside now. She's on our balcony. Not on her own. My wife is with her. Oh, God. Right. What have we got, people? Anne-Claire, do you know Rachid Badouri? Yes, I do know Rachid Badouri. He's a Quebecois comedian. It's very funny. I like him. He's I've met him a couple of times, few times when he was in Paris doing his show. So that's pretty cool. Right. Pouine Pounette is back on the show. You've got a special shout out from my wife, by the way, Pouine Pounette, because the other day she was like, was Pouine Pounette on tonight? She's on. Yeah, Pouine Pounette, she says, awesome. Do you talk to your wife with a crazy mix of franglais? My husband is Dutch and we speak 3 languages completely mixed up. Yeah, it's mainly French, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's a crazy mix of franglais. On se parle plus en français qu'en anglais, en vrai. Juste parce que, je sais pas, ça va plus vite, plus confortable en français qu'en anglais. Mais avec ma fille, c'est que en anglais. Enfin, c'est que en bébé, en fait. Right. What other questions do we have? Jessica Sanaglia, what's your ta bière préférée? Moi, c'est la Golden Drac. Tu connais? Non, je connais pas la Golden Drac. Ma bière préférée, c'est la mienne. This one, the Origin. Pow! It's my favorite beer so far. I mean, I'm gonna. You can't buy it, but because that's why it tastes so good, because it's so exclusive to no one, because it's sold out. We don't have any more. Right, Charlie. Sanderman, what's your favorite Quebecois comedy? My favorite Quebecois comedy, my favorite comedian in Quebec, probably right now is a guy called Martin Matt, Matt like Matt Black, Matte. He's very angry, he's very funny, I enjoy his comedy. Mike Ward as well is very cool, I really enjoy his stuff. And my mate Rolly Assal, of course, who's a mate of mine who we'll talk to in a second. After we talk about expressions. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's transition this into expressions. What's your favorite expression, people?
Oh, you've got something interesting to say, do you? Well, go on, say it. Say it in English, dis-le en français, and we'll see if it's interesting.
This is the part of the show that I like, where you guys send me your favorite expressions in English or in French, and I try and translate them into the other language, and see how far, or any other language. Fuck it. Why is it exclusively French and English? Ça peut être une autre langue aussi, l'espagnol, le portugais, le russe, ce que vous voulez, and we'll see how the express. Well, if you're going to send me an expression in another language than French or English, you need to write it out in French or English, because I don't speak the other languages. Right, more drinks. Right, let's start off with Roxanne P. Fondre le cheveu en 4. Fondre, I don't know what the verb fondre is in English. Fondre. Couper? Yeah, but couper isn't the right. Couper is, that's just a cut, isn't it? Fondre. Fondre, to split. Okay, to split hair in 4. To split a hair 4 ways. Yeah, that makes sense in English, I think. I think we have an expression like that. Ça veut dire juste faire un truc beaucoup trop compliqué, c'est ça? Tu crois? Oh, fucking hell. Fondre. Se fondre, cheveux en 4 is We've stumbled on the first one, people. Ouais, to make things that are more complicated than they should be. To split the hair in two, I think. Fendre les cheveux en quatre, anglais. Let's do it. What's the actual English? Fendre les cheveux en quatre. Fucking, let's get on that website, Lingui, and see if it works. To split hairs. Yeah, it's basically to make something a lot more difficult than it should be. Roxanne, thank you so much for the expression. Anne Claire, super chat. Thank you. Thanks for the show. Thank you for the contribution to the show. Saint Jimmy, il ne faut pas pousser mémé dans les orties. Like classic expression. I think we've had it before on the show. Don't push grandma into the bushes, into the stinging nettles. Faut pas pousser mémé dans les orties. Et ça, c'est quoi? C'est un truc compliqué, c'est ça encore? Non? Non, ça veut dire faut pas exagérer. Oh, don't exaggerate. Don't be so bloody exaggerated. Don't push grandma into the stinging nettles. I don't know if we've got an English equivalent of that that's not literally saying it out loud. Elias Scarola, slicker than greased weasel shit on a doorknob. That's not a real expression, but it's fucking funny. C'est slicker. C'est plus. What's the word slick in French? Slick. Hein? Slicker. C'est plus glissant. Voilà, c'est plus glissant. Plus glissant than greased weasel shit on a doorknob. Jesus, I've got to find out what a weasel is in French now. Weasel. Une belette. Voilà, une belette. Je connaissais pas cet animal. Donc, c'est plus glissant que la merde d'une belette écrasée sur une poignée de porte. I imagine it just means slippery. Oh, man, that's a good one. No, lo nefetiti, glisser comme un paix sur une plaque de verglas. All right, to slide like a fart. Une plaque de verglas. C'est quoi une plaque de verglas? She's not listening to me anymore. She's bored. Plaque de verglas. Verglas is Mais non, mais c'est quoi une plaque de verglas? Glaze? It's like ice on the road, isn't it? Ice on the road. Yeah, so it's slippery as a fart on like a. It's a terrible expression. It doesn't work. Right, let's have some serious ones, people. Let's have it. Right, Vic K, a Bulgarian expression for somebody who's really short. When he farts, there's dust lifting from the ground. Oh, that's a good one. When somebody's short, quand il pète, il y a de la poussière qui monte de par terre, en fait. Tellement le mec, il est petit, quand il pète, en fait, c'est comme un hélicoptère, en fait. Il y a de la poussière, like a helicopter. I like it. Vic K, or just Vic, good work. Amazing. Right, what have we got? Josh, 72456. Quand les poules auront des dents. This one is I know, for once, I actually know the English equivalent, and I know the meaning of this. The English equivalent is when pigs fly. Nous, on dit quand les cochons voleront. Voleront. When pigs might fly, c'est quand rien va se passer. Like, here's a classic example of this, right? You would say, Paul's fucking happy hour show will have 0 technical issues. Yeah, ouais, quand les poules auront des dents, you might say. When pigs might fly. Yeah, because there's always going to be technical issues. That's the whole charm of this show, I think. Just, look, fuck off, yeah. I'm doing this for free. I don't care. Right. Right, cool sushi Russian expression. Не вешай лапшу на уши. Don't hang noodles on my ears. Don't hang noodles on my ears, which means stop lying to me. Okay, stop lying to me. What would be the English equivalent? What do we say when we lie to people? Stop. There's a stop. Stop talking bollocks. Stop hanging noodles. Don't hang noodles on my ears. Why? That's amazing. You would think that would be an expression that would come from a country that eats noodles quite often, like an Asian country or something. But no, apparently noodles, that works. Right, what else have we got in the expressions department, ladies and gentlemen? Joe Thrupp, this is a question, I think. Hi, as someone who has lived in France for over 13 years and since moved back to England and now doing A-levels, do you think I should go to French universities? I don't know, Joe Thrupp. I've never been to a French university. All I know is that they're very cheap. If you're French, I don't know if they have international fees. And pretty good as well compared to UK universities, which cost a lot of money, and American ones, which cost even... American universities cost as much as a house. So yeah, I don't know is the answer. Maybe some people on the chat can give you some help with that one. I've got no idea. Right, what else do we have? Melanie, thank you for the super chat. This one is Québécois. Pas de chicane dans ma cabane. Pas de cochon dans mon salon. My mum would yell at us, kids, when you would argue. Okay, so your parents, your mum would so this. Pas de chicane dans ma cabane, pas de cochon dans mon salon. Okay, I don't know what that means. And it's a great transition, ladies and gentlemen, because I know someone who does know what it means. And that's my mate, Rolly Assal from Quebec, who's going to explain to us this Québécois expression. Let's have the jingle, ladies and gentlemen.
Québécois. Tabarnak, calice de merde. Mais qu'est-ce que ça veut dire, ça? Je comprends rien.
C'est quoi en québécois? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get Skype up and running. Pow! Right, there it is. And this is not going to fuck my internet connection up anymore, is it? Oh, let's have it. Rolly Assal on the phone, on Skype. Get the question back up. If he answers, he might not answer. Oh, he is going to answer. Oh, there he is. Rolly Assal's in the house.
Woo!
Eh ben,
What's up, dude? Ah ben là.
Ben là. Ça va?
Toujours content d'être là. Toi, ça va?
Ouais, si le truc fonctionnait sans problème technique, ça irait très bien, mais...
Ouais, mais ton internet est vraiment à chier ou c'est quoi? Ou c'est le voisin qui est en train de...
I don't know what it is. It's just the shit internet connection. I don't know why. There's always some technical problems, whether it's the internet connection, whether it's something else, the camera that's not working.
The baby's crying. That's a big technical issue as well.
Yeah, the baby's crying is technically it's a technical issue. Right. Yeah. First question for you. I don't know if you saw the question there, the expression from Mélanie. Pas de chicane dans ma cabane, pas de cochon dans mon salon.
Pas de chicane dans ma cabane. I love that expression. It means no fighting. Like if you're having an argument with someone, si tu te chicanes avec quelqu'un, par exemple chez moi, je vais faire hey. Pas de chicane dans ma cabane. No fights in my house. Okay. Nobody.
So chicane means fight, basically.
Chicane is fight, and we have a verb. We say chicaner. So
chicaner is a verb to fight.
Yeah, like
chicane,
my mom.
For me, chicane in English. Do you know what chicane is in English?
No, I actually don't use it.
Like the only time I've ever used the word chicane is when I watched like motor racing, like Formula One. A chicane is like when the track kind of does a bendy thing. Une chicane, je sais pas si ça existe en français. La chicane pour.
No, we have two things. La chicane, it's the verb when you say my mom yelled at me, ma mère m'a chicané.
Okay.
Or we have a music band called La Chicane back in the 1995.
Right. I've got Franck Vermont Desroches. It says chicaner, s'embrouiller en français.
S'embrouiller, ouais.
It's how you would say it. Pas d'embrouille donc pas de chicane dans ma cabane, pas d'embrouille dans ma maison. Mais
ouais,
après, le follow-up to that is pas de cochon dans le salon.
Ouais, pas de cochon. C'est qui le cave qui utilise ça? Pas de cochon.
No,
pas de cochon dans mon salon.
The expression translates to don't fight. No fighting in my cabane, in my house. No fighting in my what's cabane in English? Fuck, I'm losing it today. I haven't drank enough beer. No fighting in my house. No pigs in the living room.
Exactement. Yeah, pas de cochon dans mon salon. Like no fighters in my living room. You know, no troublemakers. Here you go. Take it like that.
Right. Okay. No troublemakers. Nice. Well, thanks for the clarification of
Yeah.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have to say thank you to Rolly for the basically the visuals, the new jingles, the new visuals of the show. Even after this is finished, there's going to be a new thumbnail for the show. So Rolly has put together a team of Québécois. There's 2 other people to thank as well. I don't know if I can get their things up here. So Rolly is a mate of mine who's done stand up. Then the actual sound, the jingles of what we've done is created by a mate of his called Olivier, who's his next door neighbor, who I think he's just gone to see if he's around. But if you Olivier,
No, he's not around, but Olivier,
right,
yeah.
I've just put his Instagram up above your face. His name is De La Roche Vibe. He's a DJ. And he does live DJs on Instagram. So go follow De La Roche Vibe for some awesome live DJ sets. So
Great music on Thursday.
Yeah, he remixed the jingles basically. And then finally, the actual animation of the jingle was done by a guy called Johan, who is also one of Rolly's mates, who I've met both of these guys. They're really fun people. Go follow him. He's a graphic designer, motion designer more precisely, and a dad, according to his Instagram. So thank you to those guys for making the show look and sound better than it used to, even though, I mean, I'm still the dickhead that doesn't know how any of this works.
And actually, talking about Johan, who's the motion designer, he's texting me right now, correcting me on the pas de cochon dans mon salon. It actually means keep your house clean. Pas de cochon dans mon... Yeah, keep your house
pigs
clean.
All right, yeah, that makes
No
sense.
pigs in my house.
No pigs in my... I want it clean. Rolly, a quick question for you.
Yeah.
I noticed when I rewatched one of the lives last week, people were making fun of you because you've got boxing gloves behind you. Frank says, c'est quoi ces gants de boxe?
That's in case a fucker comes in my house and I... Boom! You know, it's to defend myself against...
So if somebody comes into your house during lockdown... in Canada, which is very highly unlikely, you're going to beat him up with boxing gloves rather than taking the glove off and hit him in the face, which would have more impact.
Actually, no, I'm going to invite him for dinner and make him food. That's how welcoming I am. I'll make him steal my stuff. And I apologize. Like, oh, sorry, the door was locked. I'm so sorry. You can steal whatever. Here's some food for you.
Rolly, because we've spoken before this live, speaking of dinner, what are we cooking tonight?
Today we're cooking a lot of stuff. Actually, the expression today is se bourrer la face. It's an expression that we say here in Quebec, which means to fill your belly with a lot of food. Bourrer
la face.
Yeah,
fill your face in English.
Fill your face. And I've decided to talk about food today because in every country, every culture has something specific about food. And sometimes it's the same food, but we say it differently. Like a hot dog in America is the same thing in Germany, but we don't call it a hot dog. We call it someone else. So I have a few things here.
Wait for it. Look, somebody's already guessing. Frank is fucking on it today, Rolly. Is it poutine? He's gone.
Holy, well, we have the secret of Guys, today I will tell you the secret of poutine. You guys want to know what it is? Paul, c'est quoi une poutine?
Une poutine is one of the best inventions I've ever tasted in my life.
Yes.
It's very Québécois, and basically, in Britain, in the UK, we call it chips and gravy. Chips and cheese and gravy.
Chips and cheese and gravy.
En français, vous appelez ça une dégueulasserie. But it's chips or French fries, as Americans call it. We call them chips in the UK. Chips with a bit of gravy and some fucking cheese on top. But it's more than that.
Exactly. So the best thing, how to make sure you're eating an amazing poutine, it's all based on the quality of the ingredients. Les ingrédients, Carlis. So je vous montre les ingrédients. Attends, ta gueule. Je te montre les ingrédients. First of all, the sauce, right? The sauce. Poutine sauce. So this is, see, it says poutine. This is powder, but you can actually get a can of sauce already pre-made that you heat, and it's called
sauce poutine.
So
So it's not
normally
just
known
gravy;
as-
it's specific poutine sauce.
No, it's just it's gravy sauce. We like American wise, we say gravy sauce. Here in Quebec, we actually call it la sauce brune because it's just literally brown as shit, and we call it la sauce brune. Huh?
La sauce brune.
Sauce brune.
La sauce brune.
First
Lo
ingredient,
says la
brown
poutine
sauce.
c'est de la vie. Yeah, la poutine. People are loving poutine, by the way. Charlie Sandman, I love poutine. Look at it, they love it.
Amazing. That's amazing because we're going to be building one right now. The second ingredient is fries. So literally, I just made a whole can of fries for you guys.
Oh, you actually made it. I didn't realize you were
course
going
I
to
made
actually
it. What do
make
you
a
think?
fucking poutine
This
live for
shit
us.
is real today, bro. So I made the fries, and the last but not least, the cheese. And it's not any kind of cheese. If you put cheddar cheese, if you put grated cheese, you're an idiot. What you need is cheese curds. And this
Cheese curds.
is a curd of cheese, which is formerly known as un fromage en crotte. Here in Quebec, this is fromage en crotte.
A fromage en crotte. A cheese. Hold on. Fromage en crotte in English is a cheese in the shape of shit.
In the yeah, because it actually it looks like a squirrel's shit or a rabbit shit.
Yeah.
And when you eat it, when you eat that cheese, it makes squeak, squeak, squeak in your
Squeaky
mouth.
noise.
It's a squeaky noise, and sometimes some people call it the fromage squeak, squeak because it makes that noise. So this is the best of the ingredient that you need. High quality,
The best
cheese curd.
high quality cheese curds. By the way, Rolly, my dad says hi, and he says poutine is really disgusting. What have you got to say to that, Rolly?
Of course, I have a say to that. Come in my house, I will make you one, and we're gonna discuss about it.
Nice. So
What about we make it right now?
go on. Meantime,
Well,
Mike G says, quel est le goût?
Oh my God, quel est le goût? There's a tradition here in Quebec where we eat poutine very late at night because we're fucking wasted and we're drunk. So no matter what, it just tastes amazing. But again, it's all about the ingredients. Great fries, great oil, great cheese, not too salty as a sauce. It will make an amazing poutine. Trust me. Just come to Montreal and eat it. Let's build it right now. Je prends un bol. All right. So very simple. Je mets just
This is like Gordon Ramsay
Gordon
showing
Ramsay.
us how to cook his
Gordon
stuff
Ramsay.
in 10 minutes.
Just Gordon Ramsay. So now I'm gonna put some just cheese curds like that. Oh, look, this is how amazing. This is amazing food, Paul. Voilà. And then the brown sauce. Okay. Là, c'est dégueulasse, mais ça goûte excellent. Regarde. So you see that here? You go like that.
La sauce brune.
And then what do you do again? Non, tu rajoutes des frites, Carlis. Ça va, rajoute des frites. Tu mets des frites comme ça. And then top it with the cheese again, like that. And then
C'est dégueulasse.
and then you go like that. And we got a poutine. Now you can add chicken, you can add mushrooms, you can add anything you want on top of that. And believe me, it is amazing. The new section of the show, we're going to call it Cooking with Rolly en
Yeah,
québécois.
Lauriane A says Cyril Lignac sort de ce corps. Tu vois qui c'est Cyril Lignac? You know who he is ou pas?
I think c'est un cuisinier français, non? Et...
Ouais, il fait un live tous les jours en France à 7h à la télé. Comme Gordon Ramsay qui fait ça tous les jours sur sa chaîne YouTube. Et du coup, voilà.
Hey, ici même au Québec, à chaque année, on a ce qu'on appelle la Poutine Week. We have something called the Poutine Week. So for the whole week, the best cooks in the town of Montreal, they cook the best original poutine. So you have poutine with magret de canard. You have poutine with
Poutine
beef,
avec magret de canard. Wow.
beef steak. You have filet mignon sauce. And don't judge the poutine until you eat it and you test it.
Yeah,
And with
it's
that being said,
true story.
this is going to be my lunch. And if you send me a message on Instagram, I will tell you the best recommendations of where to eat poutine. I am going to go me bourrer la face, like we say en québécois.
Nice. Just before you go, Rolly, Star Spangled Dude says, ça goûte la crise cardiaque ton truc.
So I actually did an episode on that because I have a TV show on Instagram called Put à Trois. So
yeah, go follow Rolly on Instagram. Put à trois. Rolly is at Rolly Assal. on Instagram. Go follow him. He's got a short like mini series called Pout à Trois because that's what time you have poutine. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and there's before I go, some people are talking about the poutine en France. There is one place, Paul, that actually makes poutine with real gravy sauce and cheese curds in Paris, and we've been together. What's the name again of that place? There is a place in Paris.
The place in Paris, yeah, it's got poutine, but you weren't a fan. You didn't like it.
I found it okay. Like it's never gonna taste as the original, but it actually wasn't that bad. Like I would actually recommend it, but don't base yourself on the poutine that we have here in Quebec. It tastes exactly like that. So, but it was actually good.
Is La Poutinerie, but I don't think that was it. It was something else. It was called.
It was something else.
I think they've opened a shit ton. I've just looked. So there's a whole bunch of different places that do it since you were last in Paris. Maison de la Poutine. Maison de la Poutine. There's two. The Moose, which is a Canadian pub. I can't remember the one that we did. They might have shut down. Who knows? Who knows with the lockdown what restaurants are surviving and stuff, because it's pretty crazy. Right. Enjoy your poutine, my friend.
Thank you so much for today. See you tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, and thanks for all the visuals and cutting up the show. Also, you'll see smaller clips of the episodes on YouTube afterwards, because, try and make the show better. All right, see you later, man.
Ciao.
Ciao. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That is, I'm still on fucking Skype. There it is. Right, see you later. What's going on? Pout à trois. Cheers, everybody. Right, I think it's part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, where we talk about jokes. What makes you laugh? What's your favourite joke, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Tell me your favourite jokes in French, in English. I will try and translate them into the opposite language. And of course, there is a jingle.
Oh, you think you're funny, do you? Well, go on, send me a joke. Send me a joke and we'll see if you're funny, dickhead.
Loving these jingles. Thanks, Rolly. Thanks, Johan, and thanks, Ollie, for the work on those jingles. They're making cool. A quick question before we get on with the jokes. Pouin Pounette, thanks for the super chat. Thanks, Paul, for the happy hour. Are you planning to perform in Amsterdam after the crisis? If so, I will make sure to be there. No, I don't have any planned shows in Amsterdam for now because I don't think there's enough French people in Amsterdam to be able to fill a room in Amsterdam with a show that's bilingual, French and English. I don't think. I mean, I could fill maybe 50 people, but then I lose money going out there. It means I would have to pay to go there. We need a room that's at least 200. So maybe one day, hopefully, I'll get to Amsterdam. I really hope. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Also, I didn't let you guys know the other ways which you can support the channel. Let me just talk about that for 2 seconds. And there's a jingle. I already did the jingle for Show Me the Money, but I'm going to do it again.
Show me the money! Thanks very much for supporting the channel.
2 ways to support the show. One is live right now as you're watching the show live. As we saw, there's a super chat option at the bottom on the right. There's a little $sign which you can click on. Super chat, you can choose the amount of money that you send, and it's basically a way to support the channel, say thanks for the show, and it's a way of convincing my wife that I can keep doing this for for every day. And there is a limit. You can only, 99 euros is the limit. It's got its advantages. It's live, and I can see them come up live, and I can shout you out if I see them in time. So that's cool. The disadvantage of the super chat is that YouTube takes a cut. They take some money away. They take 30% of the money, which is understandable. They've created a platform for free that I can chat to you guys for free. So they take a cut. The other option is if you're watching this after the live, you do have another option, and you have one other option, and that's it for now. But also live, there's a thing called Coffee. I have created a thing called a Coffee account, which is spelled ko-fi.com/Paul Taylor. And if you go to that, it's basically a PayPal account. You can support me by buying me coffee. and the money that you give to that goes straight into my PayPal account. And PayPal take a bit of money, but not as much as YouTube. So I appreciate all the support that you have for the show and for this YouTube channel. I put a lot of effort into it, and my daughter doesn't care. So cheers, everybody. Cool Sushi, thank you so much. Back Stronger, thanks for the show. Rolly just made me really hungry, and I'm hungry in Hungary. Oh, you're in Hungary, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the Hungarian F, whatever F is. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Right. Théo says, dans le sud de la France, à Nice, la poutine, c'est des alevins de poisson que l'on met sur du pain comme une tartine. Okay, so it's fish that you put on a bit of bread, like a tartine, like a sandwich, basically. All right, that's good to know. I didn't know that. And finally, Marcos for now. Marcos Monteiro, thanks for the entertainment. Keep it up. I hope this is entertaining. I have got no idea. For me, it's entertaining. That's all I care. It's funny for me. Right, jokes, people. We went off on one. Tessa T. Joke number 1. Are you from Paris? Because you're driving me insane. Oh! Est-ce que tu viens de Paris parce que tu me rends dingue? Mais dingue, en anglais, tu me rends dingue, on dit you're driving me insane. Et si tu sépares les trucs, insane, la rivière, le fleuve, Seine, there you go. Pow! Great one. I like it. Palm. Gotta keep drinking. I'm running out of beer, people. Fucking hell. Palm tree, waiter, what's wrong with these eggs? The answer, don't ask me, sir. I only laid the table. Ah! Ça fonctionne pas en français, mais je vais essayer de la traduire. Serveur, c'est quoi le problème avec ces œufs? Il faut pas me demander. Moi, j'ai que... set the table. Fuck. J'ai que fait la table. J'ai que... to set the table, en anglais, ça veut dire... faire... Hein? Mettre la table, voilà. Mais laid the table, laid en anglais, ça veut aussi dire pondre. C'est comme si on disait, j'ai que pondu la table, voilà. Donc ça fonctionne pas en français, mais le jeu de mots est là. I fucking like it. Emma Caulfield, hello. A skeleton walks into a bar and orders a drink and a mop. Ok, un squelette, il rentre dans un bar et il commande une boisson et une serpillière. Oh! Ça fonctionne dans les deux langues. Parce que comme c'est un squelette, il boit et ça tombe par terre, donc il a besoin d'une serpillière. I like it. Right, Vunix. Monsieur et Madame Scott ont une fille. Comment s'appelle-t-elle? Debbie. Debbie Scott? Ah, okay, Debbie Scott. Oh, yes, all right. People who are not French watching this, the equivalent of knock-knock jokes in French, one of them is Monsieur et Madame, and then you fill in the last name with what's going to be the play of words. So, Monsieur et Madame Scott have a daughter. What's her name? Debbie. Debbie Scott. In French, des biscottes are biscuits. Like the breakfast biscuit things, des biscottes. Okay, so it's a nice one. It's good. It works. So that's the equivalent of the knock-knock jokes. Knock-knock, who's there? Doctor Who. Haha, let's all laugh. Right, Tyler Haas is back on the chat. Look at your picture. You're drinking a glass of wine in the picture. I didn't even notice that before. Cheers, Tyler Haas. Favorite political joke? Substitute your least favorite politician. All right, a liar, a narcissist, and a moron walk into a bar. The bartender says, "What will you have, Mr. Trump?" Okay. Faut trouver un politicien, un homme politique qu'on déteste. Let's say François Hollande. Let's do it. Because everyone likes to piss on François Hollande. Your least favorite politician. Right, so l'idée c'est que... on est dans un bar et il y a un menteur, un narcissiste et un débile qui rentre dans un bar. Et le barman, il dit « Bonjour, monsieur Hollande. » Okay, it's good. Jack Shoemaker, thank you for the $5. Joke. A horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" My daughter doesn't like it. C'est un cheval. Oh, she's laughing now. It's alright. She's c'est un cheval qui rentre dans un bar et le barman lui dit pourquoi t'es si triste. En vrai, pourquoi t'es si triste? Mais en anglais, si t'as a long face, si t'as une face longue, un visage long, ça veut dire que t'es triste. Voilà, long face comme les chevaux, ils ont un long face. Right, I like it. Vic 1, what is the difference between Scottish football team and a tea bag? The tea bag stays in the cup longer. La différence entre une équipe de foot écossais et un sachet de thé, bah du coup, le sachet de thé, il reste dans la coupe plus longtemps. La coupe, la tasse, quoi. Mais la coupe, la tasse, it's good. I've heard that joke before when a French person said to me, what's the difference between the English football team during the World Cup, basically, when we got kicked out. All right, here's another Monsieur Madame joke. Knock knock joke. Right, Monsieur et Madame en faillite ont une fille. What's her name? Mélusine. Mélusine en faillite. I don't get it. Tu comprends, toi? Quoi? Ah, mais l'usine en faillite. Okay. So her last name is en faillite, and the joke is Mélusine en faillite. Mais l'usine en faillite. There's 3 words in there. Put the factory out of business. En faillite is out of business, like bankruptcy. And usine is mais l'usine en faillite. I like it. It's not too bad. It's I mean, it's appropriate for the times. Camille Muse, comment appelle-t-on un chat tout-terrain, un 4x4? Elle est tellement nulle, mais elle est drôle. Je sais pas où il est, le chat. The joke is, what do you call an all-terrain cat? A cat. Because the way that French say a 4x4 in terms of a car is 4x4, 4x4. But if you say it quickly, un 4x4, especially in Quebec French, that would work. Un 4x4 ST. That works. I like it. What do we have? All right. RG in the Cotswolds. Why didn't the frog park on the side of the road? He was afraid of getting towed. Oh! Je crois que je l'ai déjà eu. I think we've already had that one. Pourquoi la grenouille s'est pas garée sur le côté de la rue? Parce qu'il avait peur d'être enlevé. Towed, quand t'as une voiture et tu te gares mal, c'est quoi le mot français? Retirer, mais il y a un autre mot. Hein? Enlève? On enlève ta voiture, mais il n'y a pas un mot plus officiel? Genre, fuck it. On enlève ta voiture. Towed. Wouh! Hein? Emmener à la fouillère, mais il n'y a pas un verbe fouiller. Non. Paulina Greta, I changed the label of the spices in my kitchen. My mum hasn't realized yet, but the time is coming. Ok, j'ai changé les labels des épices dans ma cuisine. Ma mère n'a pas encore réalisé. Elle s'est pas rendue compte. Le temps, l'heure va venir. The time is coming. Ouais, she didn't like it. It's funny. Frank Roberts. It's a joke I like because it's one of my favorite bands. Why do Oasis like soup? Because they have a roll with it. Alors pourquoi Oasis aime bien la soupe? Parce qu'ils mangent ça avec un bout de pain. Mais Oasis, a roll, en anglais, c'est aussi un bout de pain, genre un bout de pain, enfin un putain, what the fuck? What's a roll? Comment t'appelles ça en anglais? Un roll, tu sais, un bap, a roll, un... Ouais, genre, c'est pas... C'est pas... c'est pas juste du pain, c'est un truc de pain spécifique là, c'est un roll. Fucking roll, let's have it. I'm looking up in a dictionary. Rouler, faire rouler, non, ouais, je sais. Petit pain, voilà, un petit pain, voilà. C'est ce qu'ils disent, un petit pain, c'est tout. Petit pain, ça n'a pas de sens ça. C'est parce que vous faites pas ça en français, vous mangez ça avec des baguettes, vos soupes, avec des baguettes coupées. Bref, c'est un petit pain. Et Oasis, ils ont aussi une chanson qui s'appelle Roll With It. Voilà, c'est ça la blague. It's droll, it's funny, I like it. Loz, the cat mum, how does NASA organize a party? They plan it. Comment est-ce que la NASA, ils organisent une fête? Ils la planifient. Mais planifient, en anglais, they plan it. Et planet. Ah, c'est très drôle. Ouais, maintenant tu trouves ça drôle. Hein. Super chat from Mathieu Morin. Thank you so much. C'est quoi un rassemblement d'aveugles? Un festival de Cannes. Oh, what you call when a bunch of blind people get together, you call it a cane festival. Because cane, like a blind person's cane in French, is Cannes, and Cannes is the city in France where they have a festival, the Cannes Festival, the Cane Festival. Right. Mylène Goulet, comment appelle-t-on une fracture du crâne, un dégât des os? Okay, that's pretty good. Difficult in English. What you call a skull fracture? It's a water leakage. Un dégât des os in French is when is like a dégât des os is when like your ceiling, when there's water leakage from the what are these people called? Fucking neighbors. There we go. There's a water leakage from the neighbors. Un dégât des eaux. But eau spelt E-A-U-X, meaning water. Un dégât meaning the leak. Dégât des eaux. But if it's spelled O-S, it's a bone leakage. They're complicated today, or I'm not drunk enough. Jesus. Cool Sushi says, if you need somebody to keep track of the drinking game, hit me up. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been interrupted, but it's good. Right. Let's do a couple more. It's a good joke. Elias Scarola, what is the least spoken language in the world? Sign language. Quelle est la langue la moins parlée au monde? Langage des signes. Oh, it works in both languages. Yes, Elias. Oh, I think we might be onto a winning joke there that works in both languages. Oh, yes, sir. Let's have it. See if there's any better ones that work in both. Carla, Alejandra, comment s'appelle la fille comment s'appelle la fille de l'électricien? Lumière. As in lumière, because light, electrician. It's all right. It's a nice one. It's cute. Jessica's back. 25e jour du confinement. Mon groupe sanguin est devenu apéritif. Doesn't work in English, but it's good. 25th day of lockdown. My blood group has now become aperitif. Aperitif, an aperitif means drink. Yeah, it kind of works. Not as good though. Maurice 4840 whatever. T'as écouté le nouvel album de AC/DC? J'étais assez déçu. Bah toi t'as rigolé mais je l'ai pas compris en fait. AC/DC, assez déçu, c'est juste parce que ça semble. D'accord, okay. I thought it was a play on words there, an intelligent play on words. No, just sounds the same. AC/DC, assez déçu means you were disappointed. Right, let's do a couple more before we end the show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Florian Russo, this is going to be the winner. Quelle est la différence entre un mariage irlandais et un enterrement irlandais? À l'enterrement, il y a un bourré de moins. Oh! What is the difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish funeral? At the funeral, there's one less drunk person. Pow! Yes! Oh, cheers, mother, if you're watching this. Hey, we're going to finish on that joke. That was an amazing joke. Good work, Florian Russo. My favourite one of the evening of this episode. Good work. Hey, this has been a fun show, hasn't it? Apart from the technical issues. I hope they all sorted themselves out. In any case, when we're back watching the replay, you won't notice it. But people will notice me going, what's wrong with the internet connection? Right, here's what we're going to do, people. Before we close the show out, what we're doing, basically, is instead of me just having like a basic thumbnail for this show once it's on YouTube after the live, is we're going to do a thumbnail of me drinking my beer of today, but then we're also going to have like 3 words next to my face that kind of sum up this episode. 3 random words that you've heard during the episode that gets people like wondering what's happening. It'll just make it more visible on YouTube, and more people will click on it, and more people will watch the show. So, here's my question for you before we finish out. What are the 3 words that we put on the thumbnail today? One of them has to be Poutine, I think, related to the Poutine, the Québécois situation. Huh? What? Technical issues. Yeah, maybe. Buffering. Oh, Ollie P, that might be a good one. I like buffering as a suggestion. So yeah, hit me up. What other words should we have for the weasel shit? That's a good suggestion. Poutine. So we had Poutine. Yeah, we're doing Poutine. What else do we have in terms of suggestions for the words? Drink, Festival de Cannes. That could be a good situation. Bug. No cat. Okay, because my cat wasn't up here. Yeah, he sleeps somewhere else at 6 p.m. An Irish funeral. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, I'm going with Irish funeral. Fromage en crotte was a situation. I think we might do fromage en crotte. That's a good one. Fromage en crotte, Irish funeral. And what's the 3rd word that we're going to have? 3rd word. Poutine enterrement balcon. Balcon. For no reason. What else have we got? One less drunk. What was the thing? What did I just say? I can't remember what it was. Irish funeral? I don't know. I'll watch the video back. What? Fromage en crotte. Fromage en crotte, we've got that one. Squeaky cheese. Drinking games, fucking hell. Irish drunk poutine. Cat, squeak, squeak. Balcony. This was short but nice. What's the balcony? Assez, bourré. Buffered gravy. Buffered gravy. Buffering. All right, so we're definitely doing fromage en crotte. We're definitely doing Irish funeral. And buffering. I think we should do buffering. Something to do with, I'll figure it out. Something to do with technical issues. Baby's going crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, this has been fun. I hope it's been fun for you. It's been fun for me, as it always has. Thank you to everyone for watching, for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Monetary. Paul Taylor's Happy Hour Live.